Hey, so I just beat Assassin's Creed 3 on the Wii U tablet. Well, I played most of the game on the tablet, not the TV, just because it's more comfortable sitting like this than like my body twisted and trying to play it on the TV. Um, this is not going to be really a review, just more of talking, but I'll probably call it review in the title, so whatever. So Assassin's Creed 3. Um, Try to explain the game real fast. Okay, so your team, Desmond and the rest of them, find a new location, and the location has all these different power cell locations. I think there's 3 of them, and there is a giant barrier door, and it needs a key. So the game basically is you trying to find where the key is, while the rest of the team is trying to find where different power supplies are throughout the actual world of like 2013 or whatever time period the game is supposed to take place. In this game, you play as a character named Connor, who that's not his actual name; it is his English name. He has a native name, but I forget what it is. And as a boy, he grows up to become an assassin. The assassins have been gone because the Templars basically killed them all off. The ones that they didn't kill off went into hiding, and he runs into an old assassin named Healy's. Healy's? Yeah, I think so. And he gets trained by him, and he gets the suit that you see on the cover, which I actually have right here. Of course, throughout the game, you meet really famous people from that time period in the 1700s, like George Washington, Sam Adams, yeah, Thomas Jefferson. Founding fathers. I don't know. I'm not American, so this kind of thing is hard for me to talk about. Now I'll be looking at this pad because I'm still in the credits, and I kind of believe in my head they're gonna do a reveal of some sort. They might not. I don't know. So throughout the game, of course, you do assassinations because you know that's what the game is, and your assassinations are the rest of the leaders of the Templars that are left in this time period. And the leader of them all is actually your father. Now, without spoiling too much of the game, you actually play as a Templar at one point, which is kind of interesting. So I'm just trying to think. Gameplay-wise, it's, of course, using the same engine as the other games, but I'm not sure if this is the Wii U version or just the third game. It is quite frickin' buggy. Guns floating when you kill a guy. Probably the more recent glitch I had was there's a part where you're running, and I found an easy exploit where it's a part where if you don't get pushed, you can finish your sequence thing better. And my exploit was if I jumped into the crowd, it doesn't count as pushing. It just counts as you just going through them, which is actually kind of cool. Well, there's explosions going off, and I jumped. The explosion went off, and I got flung across the map, and then the game just died. This game froze about 5-6 times in the 14 so hours it took me to beat the game. Now, 14 hours, almost 15 hours, probably 14 hours and 30 minutes. Kind of buggy, as I said. But I didn't really do any side questing. There's still a lot of side questing. Before I loaded up my save for the last time, it said I was like 36%. So in the end, I'm probably about just under 50%. That just shows you how much more stuff there is in the game. Unless, like, the ending cutscene thing counts as like 20%, you know what I mean? But I highly doubt that's how it goes. Let's see. I was going to talk about... I don't want to spoil too much of the game. I just want to talk about it. Okay, so basically, from what I said about the story, the whole thing is the main character wants peace, and he wants... It's all about freedom of people, like, of all kinds, and how the leaders, they say they want freedom, but in reality they want freedom for the whites, and he wants freedom for all races. And throughout the game, when you're actually killing the redcoats, which are the Templars' goons, you can find people who are actually trapped, you know, in the things and you know, in cages and stuff, and free them. Now the whole native part of the game, it's there, of course. The whole chunk in the beginning when you're young adult, it's all native. They actually speak the native tongue. I don't know Ojibwe. I don't know which one it is, but they do, and it's all subtitled, which is fine. My issue is on the pad it's hard to read it. Even on the TV it's hard to read it because it's white subtitles without a black bar. If they had a black outline, the subtitles would be a lot better, and they're really small. Like from my screen right now, I'm gonna look. They're about this big on the screen from where my hands are. I know it's really off, and like that. Like it's just, but imagine like all the subtitles being crunched into that area. It's not a very big area to put subtitles, but whatever. You can read it. It's fine. Trying to think. The whole thing about the game being able to run through the trees and stuff, you can, but there's only like 2 missions where they want you to, and you can actually bypass that kind of thing. There's a lot of getting to point A to point B. I guess there is fast travel, but I never actually fast traveled really too much. So I guess if I fast travel, I could probably brought my 14 hour gameplay probably down to 9 hours, I could see. I don't know how much, because getting the point to point and then doing the mission and having to go back point to point probably took more time than the actual missions themselves. So I think that's really all I can really talk about. As I said, the game was a little bit buggy, not sure about the Wii U version. The Wii U version is a superior version because graphic-wise, the console, it is better graphics than the PS3 version. I've seen the side-by-sides. I can playing with this, playing it how I did on this screen is full HD. This screen does do full HD, so it looks much better than a TV does. That being said, if you want to play on the TV, you have the map on your screen down here, and it's great that way. So if I had to recommend it, I recommend on the Wii U. I think all the issues I had were personal issues. If they weren't, then maybe the PS3 version. If it was the Wii U version that's broken, go for the PS3 version. And that's basically all I want to say. The second one is still probably the superior game. Like Brotherhood, that whole series, except for Revelations, we don't count that one. 2 and Brotherhood, probably the superior games. The first game had its huge issues. Character-wise, it was cool, but it had beta, like, horrible issues in that game, where they were just testing the game out. The second one did it perfect. The third one has its issues, but it's still a solid game. Probably a better story than this one. Well, actually, I don't want to say that. Second one's still a superior game, but I recommend this one. I got it for $29.99 used from the internet, so there's that. If you went to a store, it's still probably $49.99, $59.99. I recommend getting it used, but if you want it new, it is a great game. If you don't have that many on the Wii U, of course, this is my 3rd game on the Wii U. I'm waiting for Bayonetta 2, was it Wonderland 101, and the Zelda and Mario, and stuff like that, so this was a good time waster. It's done. I'm happy. Credits are still going, and we'll see ya.